Take an undulating gravel path and swap it for a flat running track. Take 6 more weeks of consistent training. Take Hoka Cliftons and swap them for Nike Alpha Flies. Take the harsh lessons learnt about watch notifications and make sure it doesn't happen this time. Take 2 of Mary's 5K time trial journey. See what I did there? I linked everything together with the word take.
But first we've got a plan.
Yeah, if you know anything about us, then you know we are meticulous planners when it comes to our races. We like to have everything sorted in our heads, and this is no different, right?
Yeah.
So, how are we going to plan it?
We're going to break it down.
Yes.
And look at each kilometre, and then even more down to each lap and what I need to achieve in terms of pace.
Yes. Right, so grab a pen. I found it really useful to break it down per lap rather than kilometre, because obviously you've got GPS while you're out on the track and it's not necessarily always accurate, but laps are super accurate. It's a running track. We know what we're looking at, so you know exactly, you know you've got to run 4 minutes per kilometre and then minus 1 second on that last lap.
At least 3:59.
Yeah, right. You know that. That's the sub 20 is easy, right? In terms of what you've got to pace. I don't mean it's easy. You know what I'm saying. But the laps, now that's what you need to work out. So how many laps is a 5K?
12 and a half.
12 and a half. So I've done some calculations and write this down. You need to do 96 seconds per lap for a sub 20-minute 5K, which means that your first half of a lap has to be 48 seconds. Okay. Okay, but we have to have a backup. Always have a backup plan, backup plan, backup plan.
Yeah.
Second backup plan. What's your backup plan? Said backup plan loads.
A PB, which is what I'm thinking is really more like a realistic but still challenging goal.
What's your current PB?
20 minutes, 38 seconds.
Okay, so write that down. And what we need to do also is we need to work out what pace you would have to run a PB as a backup plan if 4-minute kilometres aren't in your legs today.
Yeah.
Which is what? 4:07 we worked out. 4:08 would take you just over your PB, 4:07 just under. So we're going 4:07 as your backup.
Yeah, 4:07 would get 20:35.
Yes.
I'm just checking.
Arty shot. So 12 and a half laps. Write it down. You've got to put your little saying on there.
12 and a half laps. Let's do this.
But it's always good to have a backup plan. So Mary, why don't you fill them in on what our backup plan is if the running is not in your legs today, which, let's be honest, some days it's just not there, hasn't been for me for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, my final backup plan is just to work on my mental game, ready for the ultra, so to not let anything negative or any blips or any drops off in pace affect me and kind of cloud my mind going forward. So to just accept it and move on and try and make the next section strong. So not to be put off by negatives along the way.
Right, the track's ahead of us. Why don't you tell us what the strategy is going to be to beat the mental demons? A good practice basically for the ultra marathon day.
Yeah, I'm just going to break it down. So going by kilometre, just check my time for each one, but not let it affect me going forward. So for example, if I run one that's like 4:15, just focus on the next one and getting that at 4 and trying to let that go.
Yeah, because that's actually the thing that affects you the most, isn't it? Once you get in your own head, if you don't hit the number you think you want to hit, you get really down on yourself, and I think it can cause tension and anger.
Yeah, feel like, oh, it's all ruined now, so...
Why bother?
Yeah, but...
Every 1 kilometre, just 1 kilometre, go again.
Yeah.
Mary's doing her ankling drill.
Where's my horse?
Huh? But how are you feeling?
Just want to get it over with now. Yeah, I feel okay. I've been like more positive than usual today.
Yeah. Right,
I mean, I'm a positive person, but I suffer with...
You beat yourself up.
...slobber and nerves.
And then, just like that, it was time. Mary was off. The question was one training block of speed enough to tip the balance? Signs were good when the first half lap was 45 seconds, which was under the 48 seconds we were aiming for. But could she hold it? Drone's still up in the sky. I haven't been able to give you an update for the first couple of laps because I've been really concentrating on getting some footage from above, but she's doing really well. She is absolutely nailing her splits. We've got, you know, 136, 136, which is 96 seconds, which is exactly what we wanted. So at the moment she's looking comfortable. At the moment she's on for a good time. We don't know how it's going to go, but it's exciting. We are on target still, definitely for a PB, possibly even a sub 20 minutes, but you know, what will be will be. I just tried to follow her with the GoPro. She's in the zone, so she told me to go away around those words. So I'm now just on the track, up and down, just keeping an eye. And at the halfway stage, she was just under 10 minutes and running laps at 96 seconds like a metronome. It was definitely on if she wanted it. So she's got 2 laps left, and she is actually potentially on for a sub 20. We don't know. I mean, it's going to be coming down to the wire. I think quite comfortably a PB, but we'll see where we go. Oh man, I'm actually getting excited. We had no expectations for this day, and yeah, it's looking good.
Mary, you've got to go hell for leather for a sub 20. You are not far. You've got it.
You've got sub 20
right.
if you go hard last lap.
Go. That was 134 that last lap. Take a bit more off. Come on.
I think she can. I just. Oops. That's where she's at. That's where she's at. That's where she would have been at had she been needing to run 96. So I think we're there. This is it.
Yeah, but hold on, Ben. This bit always gets her here, and then it goes.
That's true. We think this is it. This is the. She's less than 200 meters to go with it in the bank. So we're talking about. Where are we at? What's 19:19 at the moment? Into the home straight. This is so exciting. Come on, Mare. I think she's going to sub 20, you know. You've got this. We're sub 20ing. We're sub 20ing. Just embrace the pain. Go and stop your watch. That's a sub 20. 1945.
You just did it.
Over. Did you know that was in your legs?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
19 what?
Well, my watch says 1947, but
Yeah.
a bit over.
Just wipe the snot.
It was everything. Oh, that's the best mentally I coped in a race.
Yeah, you even told me to go away.
It was all the sounds of jingling of your keys, and because I was so focused for the first 2 kilometres or 3, and I was like, don't put me off, because I just felt in the zone.
Well, you did brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly. You nailed those splits. That you honestly, absolutely nailed them. You were like a metronome.
I was like, the last kilometre, thank you.
Thank you.
It was obviously hard, but I was like, don't let it go now. Like, you want this, don't slip.
Maya, you run a sub 20-minute 5K. That's been one of your dreams.
I can't believe it.
Just take that in a second.
I don't think I can.
Okay. What just happened?
I don't know.
Right, we'll do it in car chat. We can't do it now because this is not official car chat. We will do it in car chat.
Yeah, I just need a moment.
Compose yourself. Okay. This and that, I covered it up, can only mean one thing, right? These are empty at the moment, so... Aha!
I'm so looking forward to this. I think it's going to taste even better than normal.
Can you do the introduction today?
No.
Surely you want... Oh. Can you do a melody to my introduction? Guys, welcome to... Was that a good one? I think it was a good one.
Some sort of harmony. I've got to get in.
Yeah, me too. So Mary, let's talk about your 5K here, because how are you feeling in the aftermath? It's probably an hour ago you did it.
I don't think it's sunk in.
Do you not think that you now officially... We were driving to here to get our drinks, and Mary said whether she ever runs a sub 25-minute...
Sub
25K again, doesn't matter. She has done it. It is on her resume, on her CV. You are a sub 20-minute 5K runner. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I can't quite believe it.
No.
I still don't look it in the video clips.
Yeah, but I hate the way I run as well. I always look slow. I'm like, surely I should be trying harder. But I think that of most, you know. You said something interesting about your mentality. How did you approach in the run? That's what I want to talk about now is, you know, we did the preparation, we did the before, we did the how you were going to approach it. How did you approach it in run?
I did actually what I said I was going to do for possibly the first time. I stayed really, really calm, and I just felt like I knew the pace early on, and it felt good, so I just tried to keep myself calm and not get excited. So I did actually hold my hands like this for the first couple of kilometres just to really get in the zone, and I felt super focused. And
just explain, if anybody doesn't know why you were doing that, that just relieves, stops tension from building, because tension tends to build in the hands.
Yeah, and you just hold your thumb and forefinger together like as if you're holding a Pringle, and it just helps me stay like calm and calm my breathing. So I did that and felt really good, and I was just like, I kept saying to myself, you want this and you're running at this pace, you can just keep it going. And then it started to get harder, as always, like 3rd and 4th kilometre.
Yeah, but it'd be surprising if it didn't get hard, you know?
Yeah, and but it was really good actually being on the track, because I was just thinking, just do this one lap. Just fight this lap, and then you kind of start again, so it really broke it down. And
your splits were pretty metronomic. You were pretty much 96 seconds, every split within 1 second either side, mostly under.
Yeah, I haven't run on a track for years, which is another thing, because, so I was just breaking it down per lap, using my watch to check my speed now and again for reassurance, and the track thing, because I loved athletics when I was a kid.
You were obsessed, weren't you?
Yeah. And so...
Who was your favourite?
Well, I loved
Johnny.
Johnny Regis. Powerhouse. Yeah. But yeah, I used to go and watch loads with my dad, and did athletics. But I kept thinking, like, this is what you wanted to do when you were a kid. You're running on a track, and you're on for a PB. So don't waste this opportunity. I was just like, you want this, like, stick with it, dig deep.
Dare I say you connected with the joy of the occasion rather than focused on the negativity of if something didn't go your way?
I think it's actually my half marathon PB, I managed to do that as well. But it's quite hard for me to not focus on things going wrong in a race, and I just kept telling myself, just focus on this small step and believe in yourself. And yeah, I can't believe it.
Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. There is so much to come from the channel. Race season is starting again. Next week we have a half marathon each, so we'll be sharing both of our experiences. Mary's got her ultra marathon coming up. I've got a 10 miler the day after your ultra marathon. We've got loads coming up, and we're going to share it all with you. We're going to share how we prepare for it, how we race it, the aftermath, the works. And
April's going to be a good month.
April's going to be a great month. So if you're interested in running or how to be a better runner or just seeing two idiots run, then consider subscribing to the channel. No pressure from us though. We will do what we do regardless because we love it and we just want to spread the joy and we want to help you find your joy. We will see you on Wednesday. And Mary, well done. Amazing.